欢迎收看由 GPA 日本扑克协会发起、WCAA 世界电子竞技大赛承办的 WCAA 国际扑克对抗赛。本次大赛由天娱数科独家冠名，感谢凯士利酒庄、日本沙龙护肤品牌 Face 以及缘起豆蔻的高阶护肤国牌蔻之初对本届 WCAA 2022国际扑克对抗赛的大力支持。匠心酿造好红酒就选凯士利，享受竞技无惧熬夜脸，蔻之初，扣住每一刻。接下来进入比赛环节。
Hello，欢迎收看今天的比赛啊。
We have start our final table of the Japanese tournament today. I'm really excited to see who will be the champion, and we also have the Chinese. We have the Chinese competition, and maybe the Egyptian one. Okay, they didn't talk about the Japanese tournament, so I think it is the Chinese tournament, but we have a Chinese and a Japanese people. Maybe the big final. Ooh, I'm excited. So we have the first guy, the Chinese guy. Oh, good, because I don't know their name, so I'll use the Chinese guy and Japanese guy. Japanese guy TJ is easy to say, but since they represent their country, so let's say Japanese and Chinese guy. Ooh, I'm already red. Can be both fly, can be China, can be Japan. So I'm excited. Okay, so the first game, the game has started. The first game just small blind 50, big blind 100. So in the beginning, they're both they play very conservative. They play very tight because, of course, it's the final. So they need to play very, very carefully. And now, ooh. Okay, so the Chinese guy, he just got set. He's a pocket of 3. He got a 3 on the flop. Oh gosh. And the Japanese guy, he was on a straight draw. He has 10, 9, Jack and Queen. He also have a 7. So, but 7 don't count in this situation because he needs a 8 or a king. He folded. He didn't want to pay to wait 1 card. Actually, 2 cards, but that's correct. Now, 2 and 10 of clubs to the Chinese guy, 10 and 7 to the Japanese one. On table 668. Now ace 8 to the Chinese one. Japanese fold. Sliding. I was 10 some number for them. It's so funny. 10-6 to the Japanese. 10-8 of club to the Chinese. He got 2 clubs on the flop. And also a straight draw because they both need Jack. Okay, Jack didn't come, but flush came to the Chinese. The Japanese bet 466. A little bluff, but the Chinese will not fold since he has flush with 10. On table already has Queen Jack. He only loses to ace. On table Queen King. He only loses to ace Jack flush. So he goes for sure. He raised to 2,500. Japanese fold. Now 3 and 10 of diamond to the Chinese. The Japanese Jack Queen offsuit. Chinese fold. He thinks, and he folds then. Oh, now ace 10 of club to Chinese. He bet the Japanese fold. Now 6-8. 6-8 of club to the spade to the Japanese fold. Seems like the Chinese guys, these several rounds, the Chinese guy has a little bit more luck on his cards because he got the pair, he already got high cards many times. Japanese one is just a little bit not so luck, but luck change all the time. So let's see. Let's see later. Because now it's also the beginning. Beginning, nothing changed. Can be bad, can be good. The pot usually is not so big, but later it will change. Later the pot will be big and big because the blind will go high. So winning a pot is very important. Now it's just okay. Just accumulating a little by a little. Chinese fold. Now it's 4 of heart to the Japanese. Oh gosh. Chinese keep Japanese won't keep betting. He has ace queen. He got nothing. The Japanese is with a pair of 9. He raised to 2,000. I think he want to stop. He stopped pair. He just want to stop the Japanese to get a straight or flush, something like this. Japanese fold. Now diamonds to Chinese, clubs to the Japanese. They open 320 to 320 is 2 big blinds. Both of them got a pair. Got 2 hearts on table. There's no diamond and only 1 club. The Japanese keep betting with a pair of ace and the Chinese fold with a queen. 10 king now of diamond to the Chinese. My favorite card. Love this card. And he got top pair. He bet 213. Japanese fold. Japanese is he's with a 42 big blind now. Chinese 81. It's the double of him. So he raised to 320. The Chinese raised to 1,000. He want to push him to lose more. The Japanese is quite conservative. Okay, slow down. Straight draw, flush draw to the Japanese one. Chinese with nothing. He bet 213. I mean, not nothing. He has a 9-10 jack. I mean, if he's really lucky, he can get queen or 8-7 on the flop. But on the river, I mean, turn on river, but it's worth to wait. Okay, a pair to Chinese. Chinese got top pair now, but there's 2 on table. No one of them has 2. DJ fold. DJ, I've seen he playing. I remember. My small blind is 100, big blind 200. A7 of club to Japanese. Chinese fold. Four and three of heart to Chinese. Jack 6 to Japanese on table. Ace 5. Flush draw now to the Chinese. He goes straight. Nope. Misses 7. He didn't go straight and he didn't get flush. But the Japanese just got a pair on the river. You call? So Chinese bet 400. Japanese call 400 with Jack and 9 of diamond. Ooh, he just got set. 9-9 set. Chinese fold. Japanese just call 200. Oh gosh. King, king, queen. Giving a pair to Japanese and a set. Oh gosh. Okay, both of them now got full house. It will end up very badly. Full house versus full house. We have king full house to Chinese and queen full house to Japanese. I think, okay, the Chinese bet small, 621. The Japanese raised to 2,000. It's very bad. Chinese raised to 4,000. Japanese all in. Chinese call. Oh gosh. Okay, so this is the end of this heads up. The Chinese won, and it was quite fast. Okay, so the first heads up, the Chinese won the Japanese. Now it's another Japanese and the Chinese. Again, the same Chinese, but another Japanese. I don't know how is this, how do they organize this game, but okay, let's see. The first game with the Chinese won that Japanese. Now this time is another Japanese, same Chinese. Let's see who wins. So Chinese with a pair, Japanese was buying straight and flush, didn't got both. Okay, no flush, sorry. Just straight. It was going straight with 8, but it's like a middle card, so hard. Hard to get. Japanese bet 1,700. He's kind of bluffing that he has flush. And I think the Chinese will fall because he only have a 4. If he have maybe 2 pairs, he can Okay, the Chinese call. Brave call, very, very brave call. This is what I call a hero call. It's so brave. Okay. I'm sorry, Japanese, but I think you are a little bit young. I think young boys like to bluff. I don't know. This is my opinion. I'm also young, so I also bluff. I cannot judge. I'm just telling it. I just don't know how does he call it with just a pair, like a pair of 4. There's flush possibility on the table and bigger pair. Now ace-2 to Chinese, ace-jack to Japanese, both offsuit. So Chinese call 100, Japanese raise 400. Let's see if Chinese will call. Fold. Jack-2 to Chinese, Jack-2 of diamond. He bet, Japanese fold. With 10-2, a very not good card. Real not good card. Oh, ace now to Chinese. Oh gosh. And the Japanese with my favorite card. So 10 king offsuit. He bet 300. The Chinese raised to 1,000 and he called. Oh god. Japanese is so brave. Come on. Who called 1,000 with 10 and king? Okay. Offsuit. So Chinese bet again and the Japanese fold. I think he's not just because he played well, because he's really lucky today. So it's a combination of well play and good luck. Oh gosh, he got jack on the river. Well, this time is not a good time for him to bluff. Oh my god. Okay, so 2 pairs to the Japanese and to Chinese. He has straight draw, flush draw. He only need one card. He needs king to get straight. He needs any other diamond to get flush. So the Japanese one bet 200. Oh, he got full house. Japanese bet 200 and the Chinese raised to 800 and he got full house. This is a nice call. And 5 on the river, giving a flush to Mr. Chinese. Let's see how it will end up. Chinese check. Japanese is thinking. Japanese bet 1,400. I think the Chinese will call because he got flush. But he should be afraid of jack, flush, king, flush, too. And also there's 2 6 on table, so it can be very, very, very dangerous. Chinese thinking. Maximum he can do, he can call. He can. I think in this moment is not a good moment for him to re-raise him. Not a time to raise him, and also not a time to Oh, he fold. I am unbelievable. I can't believe he fold. Very well played. I'm shocked. People flush. I think he read very well because the way the Japanese bet on the river was for full value. So Chinese read it very well, and he think he must be full house. He fold. Oh, king flush like nuts. Let's see. He's read full house was the nuts, of course. It was A6. Oh, king now to Japanese. Ooh. Before Chinese was ace, now Japanese king. And straight to Chinese. Okay. Nope. But there's two aces on table. Is really, really dangerous. And also straight. So 8 and 10 can be straight. The Japanese bet a little bit and the Chinese fold. Oops. Sorry. Pocket of 3 now to the Japanese. You bet to 320. Now small blind is 80, big blind 160. They usually open 320. It means 2 big blinds. Let's see. Who will be the champion in this challenge? Oops. Japanese open 320. Chinese raise to 1,100. Ooh, and Japanese call. Now on table 896. Chinese bet again 1,100. I think Chinese will call because we got a pair. It's a Chinese action. Check. Japanese check on the river 10. Nothing for both of them, but Japanese got a pair of 9. How the Chinese play this game? Check. Both check. Now 10 jack to Chinese. 2 diamonds to Japanese. And Chinese got set. Since the flop. He bet 400. Japanese raised to 1,200. Chinese call on turn 6, giving a pair to the Japanese one. But the Chinese has 3 of a kind of jack. And another 4, giving full house to Chinese. Japanese check immediately. Chinese bet. Japanese call. Oh gosh, he called. flush to Chinese. And a pair of 6 to Japanese. Oh, Japanese is kind of bad luck now. You never get something. Now it's ace 9 of spade to the Chinese. He bet, Japanese fold. Japanese only have 22 big blinds. The Chinese with 7-6 big blind. Oh, ace 8 to Chinese, ace 4 to Japanese. Let's see. With the luck one. Okay, so 2 came. 4 came to the. Okay, no 8. I check. Japanese doing anything. Ace 3 offsuit to the Japanese. 9 and 10 of spade to Chinese. On table 3, 2 pairs to Chinese. 2 pairs. And Jack now. Jack doesn't change anything. Japanese check. Chinese bet 1,600. Fold. Queen 9 to Chinese. He called 200. He got queen. He bet Japanese fold. Japanese is getting less and less cheap. He's only 3,500. 17 big blinds. Chinese 81 big blind. Okay, now maybe the time for the Japanese. He got top pair. Now the Chinese got on the river. He bet 500 Japanese call. Now 2 and 5 and ace 5. Smallest card with 5 to Chinese. The biggest card and with 5 to Japanese. Oh, again, ace 5 to Japanese. King 10, my favorite card, to Chinese. Oh gosh, again, he got 3 of a kind. But this time there's no queen to pay. And 2 on the river. Chinese bet 3,000, the Japanese fold. Maybe if the Chinese don't bet, Japanese will bluff. King Jack to Japanese. Chinese bet, Japanese all in. And oh, no king, no jack. Okay, so the second game is over. Chinese won again. And now we are going to the third game with another Japanese and a Chinese again. Okay, so ace king to Chinese. Japanese 5-10, he got a pair. Funny that the Japanese is using the same background of me, I think. It's like. Now ace-9 to Japanese. King-jack to Chinese. He got a pair on flop. He bet 200. Japanese fold. King-2, King-4. Chinese bet, Japanese fold. Eight and 9 to Japanese. Queen-6 to Chinese. And Japanese call 200. Raise 200. Now his big blind is 100. King-4 to Japanese, he got a pair of 4. Ace-3 to Chinese, he got a pair of 3. Japanese bet, Chinese thinking. Call. King on 5 on turn. And 10 on the river. This game is very equal. They are playing very slow, not aggressive like before, so. Oh gosh, queen, 4, queen. Oh, full house, the Japanese one, Chinese bet, 200. Japanese call on the river. King. Chinese check, Japanese bet, Chinese fold. Now ace-2 to Japanese, he bets 200, Chinese fold. Pocket of 4 now to the Japanese. King-10 to Chinese. On table a6 jack. Possibly straight to Chinese, but on the turn 5 came. Chinese bet again. Japanese call on the river 9. Straight didn't come. The check on the river. Oh gosh, now both of them with spade. They will not get any spade, I'm so sorry. The Japanese got a pair. Pair of Jack. It's 10 Jack of spade. Chinese fold King Queen. Now is dead to the Japanese. I think this game the Chinese not so lucky. He get a lot of he never get a pair or something. Oh gosh. Ace to Japanese even feel like, oh no, he fold. It happened all time. Pocket of 5 now to the Chinese. Japanese call. Four 9 to Chinese, 4-9-5 to Japanese. Pocket of 5 again to Chinese. Japanese 7-5, he raised to 320. Chinese bet 1,200. Japanese fold. Now King 10 to Japanese, my favorite card. Queen 6 to Chinese. And, okay, so Queen 6 of spade to Chinese, now he bet. Japanese call, another ace come on turn. Japanese check again. Chinese had to sing. He bet 710. And the Japanese call again on the river. 9 of spade, giving a flush to Chinese. Japanese check. Chinese will probably bet 2,000 the pot. Chinese bet 1,600, Japanese call, and flush. Two and 7. Ooh. So there's straight and flush on the table. Very dangerous. Oh, another 4 on the river. Another spade on the river. Suppose check. Japanese bet 1,600, Chinese fold. Now a 7 of hearts to Japanese. He raised to 600. Chinese fold. Ooh, pair of king now to Japanese. He check. Chinese bet 500. And Chinese call. Japanese call on the river. They both check. They stand to Japanese. He bet again 600. Chinese fold. King 10 to Japanese. A6 to Chinese. Chinese bet. Japanese fold. Two to Japanese. Chinese fold. Now Jack and king to Japanese. Chinese fold. Now it's queen. It's queen suited to the Japanese. He raised to 600. Chinese raised to 1,600. Oh gosh. Japanese call on table 10-9-9. Japanese check, Chinese check. On turn, jack. Okay, at 8 will give a straight for both of them. And it's very dangerous. Chinese bet. Japanese call on the river 5. Nothing. Chinese check, and Japanese ace high win. Now pocket of 9 to Japanese. Chinese fold. Now king 10 to Chinese. Japanese also with 10. He bet. Oh, Japanese got straight actually, but Chinese also got straight now. Okay, they chop. Japanese was straight, but when another 6 come, giving Chinese out the straight. So in this way, they chop. And both of them upper straight. It's not like a low straight against upper straight. It's both upper straight. Very bad for the Japanese. He already had straight on turn. I mean, since the flop he got straight. But on turn, another 6 came, giving both of them. Make a little bit noise. Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, now Japanese he has 60 big blind, Chinese only 16. So I need to run because now small blind is the big blind is 250, so it's getting more and more expensive. Every game they open usually 2 big blind, 500. So it is hard. Japanese fold. Oops. He opened the Chinese all in. Fold. Unexpected. Chinese call 250 with 9 and 5. Japanese got a pair. Chinese bet 250. Japanese fold. Japanese open 500. Chinese fold. Pocket of 2 now to Chinese. Call 250. Japanese 7-6 of heart. He raised to 1,000. Pocket of 2 all in. And the Japanese fold. Nice play. Now Queen 5 of spade to the Japanese. Chinese 8-6. Chinese bet. Japanese fold. Chinese bet. Japanese call. On table another spade. Goes check. On the river, the Chinese got 6. They both check. Now it's king to Chinese. 5 and 6 to Japanese. Japanese open 600. Chinese fold. Chinese all in, sorry. All in 6,000. Japanese fold now. Now A6 to Chinese. 7 Jack to Japanese. He bets 600. Japanese called with Jack and 7. On table, King 10 2. Chinese bet, Japanese fold. Pair for both of them. Pair of 7 to Chinese. Pair of 5 to Japanese. Both of them also with 1 spade. Another 5 on the river. Good to Japanese. Chinese check, Japanese check. Queen Jack to Japanese. Queen 3 to Chinese. On table ace 10 8. Another 8. Japanese bet. Chinese call and another 10 on the river. Japanese bet. Let's see if the Chinese will call. Chinese raise to 1,800. Japanese fold. Now it's queen to Chinese, 3 and 4 to the Japanese. He bets 600. 3 and 4 of spade. He bet 600. Chinese thinking. He all in. Chinese fold. Japanese fold. Now king 9 to Japanese. Oh, Chinese. 8 7 to Japanese. He got a top pair. He bet. Chinese fold. We're waiting for exciting hands. Exciting. We don't want to see 4 and 5, 4 and 9. We want to see is ace king king. We want to see full house. We see crazy. Okay, now both of them in the flush draw. Japanese one go to flush. Chinese one, no. You got top pair. Top pair, no, middle pair, sorry. Also, there's a possibility of straight. There's straight and flush because there's 9 Jack. 9, 10, Jack, Queen. So a king and an 8 can give straight. Also can be a flush. Chinese pay. I would fall even straight this time. Oh gosh, now both of them is 10. Chinese all in, Japanese call, and chop! Chop! Wanna see action? Ace 10, ace 10. Okay, 4-ring, 10-2, 6-8, fall. Oops. If I do this, how my body will cut? What happened? What happened here? Oh, ace king now. Ace king suited of diamond to the Japanese. He bet 1,200. Chinese 8 and 7. Fold. Now ace 2 of club to the Japanese. Chinese king 5. Chinese call. Japanese bet 400 now. On the flop 8, 9. 7. Another 9 on the river. No one of them got a pair. No one of them got anything. They just check and ace high for the Japanese. Sorry. I was myself. Bad luck for Chinese. He's waiting for the moment to all-in and win again to win back. Because now he's just short chips. Oh, I think now is the moment. He all-in. 4,000. Japanese fold. 2 and 7 to Chinese. Japanese fold. Now 5 and 7 to Japanese. King 8 to Chinese. King high to Chinese. Now ace 4 of club to Japanese. He raised the Chinese fold. Chinese raised to 800. With 9 jack of diamond. Japanese 2 and 4 of heart. He call. On table queen, jack 3. Pair for the Chinese. Japanese fold. Queen king now to Chinese. Japanese raised to 800. Chinese all-in. Japanese fold. Oh, pocket up 8 now to Chinese. Japanese jack 8. Chinese bet Leo, Leo, Leo. Japanese fold. 666. Now big blinds 500. So they open 1,000 on flop 993. Japanese check. Oh gosh. Japanese bet 1,000. For the pair of king. Chinese fold. Queen 10 to Japanese. It's going to 32 minutes of game. This game is lasting forever. I think because both of them play very well. Now 10, 7 of heart to Japanese. Chinese fold. 9-5, 9-6. Come on, we want to see action. Please give good cards for them. We are tired of 9-5. Give something more exciting, table, please. Ooh, he says now to Japanese. Call 500. See Chinese. Chinese check. Chinese got a pair of 2. Japanese bet 500. Chinese call. 8 on turn. Chinese bet 1,300. Chinese call. Don't go. Don't do it. Chinese bet 2,300. And Chinese has 2 all in. Chinese don't all in with only a pair of 2. No, no, don't go. He called. Call. Oh gosh. He called. Oh. Now he all in with what? With 9. I only can see 1 card. Why? Now is another Chinese with that Japanese one before. Why he's brushing his teeth? Now it's queen to Chinese. He bet 200. Japanese 6 and 2. Pocket of Jack to Chinese. He bet. Japanese fold. Now pocket of Queen to the Japanese. He bet 300. Chinese call with 10-4. Okay, straight a flush draw to Chinese. Japanese bet 300. Chinese call. Now also straight. Straight Chinese, but straight on the river. But okay. And the Japanese paid. ace king to the Japanese. Pocket of 7 to Chinese. He raised to 300. The Japanese bet 1,000. Chinese call. On table 10, Jack 5. Japanese bet 666. Liu, Liu, Liu. Chinese fold. Now king queen to Chinese. He bet 300. Japanese fold. Why is he brushing his teeth now? Sorry, I cannot stand it. And he have a pink cue to toothbrush. I love it. I need it. I need a pink toothbrush too. Okay, so 2 pairs to Japanese. Bet 1,000. Chinese ace jack of diamond, he fold. Now ace 7 of diamond, jack 5 of diamond, both of them with diamond, Chinese with jack, and Japanese with ace. On table 8, two clubs, 1 diamond. 5 now, come on turn. And another 8 on the river. How much diamond this game? So many. Now king queen to Chinese. Jack 7 to Japanese. On table 9, 10, 10. The Japanese and the Chinese both need an 8. No, the Chinese needs a jack and Japanese needs an 8. Chinese got queen on the river. Now ace 6 of diamond to Japanese. 9 and 5 of heart to Chinese. He raised to 300. On table ace 2, 4. Chinese bet 200. Japanese call. Another 2 on turn. And 8 on the river. Jack 10 to Japanese, 8 and 6 to Chinese. He raised 480. Japanese call on table 4, 7 queen. 6 on turn. And 8 on the river, 2 pairs to Chinese. Japanese bet 800. Japanese didn't get straight. Chinese call. Oh, Jack and 5 to. Okay. Japanese, Chinese 7-3, both of them with a pair, middle pair. but the Japanese with a pair of jack higher than pair of 7. Both of them with a pair of 4. Ooh, 5, 2 pairs to Chinese, Japanese, and 7 on the river. Chinese check, Japanese check. Now king, queen to Chinese, he raised to 408, Japanese 2, 4 of diamond on table ace, ace 10. Chinese bet, Japanese fold. A very scared flop, ace, ace 10. I would fold 2. 10 queen to Chinese, 10 7 to Japanese. Oh, 10 queen to Japanese, 10 7 to Chinese. Oh, king to Chinese. Japanese 8 and 6, he bet 320 to a big blind. Chinese raised to 960. Japanese call on table ace 4 jack. Chinese raised 600, Japanese fold. Now ace 5 to Chinese, he raised 480, Japanese call. Queen 7. Call pair to Chinese, he bet, Japanese fold. Okay, a pair for both of them, top pair to higher pair to Chinese, Japanese, small pair to Chinese. Now jack and queen of hearts to Chinese, 9 and 10 of clubs to the Japanese. He raised 1,200. And Chinese call. On table 2 and 7 king. There's one club, the Japanese bet, Chinese fold. Pocket of 5 to Japanese, he bet 600. Chinese 710, he fold. Pocket of jack now to Japanese. Oh, 2 times pocket pair. Chinese raised 600 with 7 and 3 of heart. Japanese raised to 2,000. Chinese fold. Gosh. The Japanese is not straight flush draw. He's Oh, he got 9 on the river. He didn't got flush, but he got 9 on the river. He bet 666. Japanese, the Chinese call. With a small pair. Pocket 10 now to the Japanese. He raised to 600. Chinese fold. Pocket of 2 to Chinese. King. Jack to the Japanese. On table Jack 4-7. Japanese bet 800. Chinese fold. No, ace queen of diamond now to Chinese. He raised 600. Japanese king 5 he called. On table 276. Chinese bet, Japanese fold. Two queen to Japanese, two queen 8 to Chinese. Chinese raise 400, king 8 of diamond. Japanese ace 9 offsuit. Raise to 1000. Chinese call. On table 10-5. Japanese bet. Chinese fold. Now ace 7 offsuit. To Japanese, he raised to 600. Chinese call, queen 8 of diamond. Oh, 9-8, sorry. 9-8 of diamond. Oh, now come to diamond, but it's a red river. Too late. Chinese bet. Little bluff. Japanese call. Pair for both of them. Gosh, the one has diamond. Pair of jack to Chinese. Pair of 7 to Japanese. Chinese bet 440. Japanese fold. Japanese open 500, Chinese raised to 1,500, and he called. He got straight. Shit. Chinese keep batting. Japanese all in him. Chinese fold. Oh, this is very hard. Now ace 5 offsuit to Japanese. Chinese call. Japanese bet. He's so happy. Now ace 4 to Japanese. Chinese call 250, 7-8. Now queen 8 to Chinese. Queen 8 offsuit, he raised 500. Japanese call. On table king 2. Queen. And 6 on the river. Chinese bet, Japanese call. Of course it's okay. Now queen jack of diamond to Chinese. Japanese raise, Chinese call. Whoosh. Got a pair of ace. And king. Is it a straight? So Chinese got straight. Japanese spade. Now ace king to Chinese. Japanese raise. Chinese bet 500. King 9 of heart. Japanese ace king. He raised to 2000. Japanese. The Chinese fold. Now ace queen. Suited to Chinese. He bet 500. King 4 to Japanese. He call on table. 3 jack 6. 10. 3 hearts. Japanese check. And 2 on the river. They both check. King queen to Chinese. Healing, Japanese fold. King 10 again to Chinese. He call 500, Japanese call. On table ace queen 7. Chinese bet, Japanese call. 10 on the turn. 10 of club. E and an ace of club on the river. Flush to Japanese. Chinese fold. Nice fold. Now big blind is 300. Oh, 2 pairs to Japanese. 27. Pocket of 6 now to Chinese. Japanese fold. Queen jack to Chinese. To Japanese. Chinese fold. Pocket of king now to Chinese. Japanese fold. Open straight to Chinese. We call. Nothing come. Pair of 7 to Japanese. Jack 9 of spade to Japanese. He raised to 600. Chinese all in. King 7. Chinese call. Japanese called. And nothing come. 8-8 on table. Oh, King 2 and King 5. Now it's Queen to Chinese. Japanese raise 600. 1-5. Chinese all in. Japanese fold. Now a 6 of club to Japanese. Queen Jack to Chinese. Japanese bet 1,000. Chinese with Queen high. He pay. Why? He didn't even get a pair. Now Chinese got a pair. Japanese bad, Chinese bad, Japanese fold. On table 10, King, King 3. Oh, ace king now to Japanese. Ace 4 to Chinese. He raised 800. Japanese bet 3,200. Chinese fold. I think he did a nice fold. Now ace 2 of clubs again to Chinese, or Japanese. Chinese fold. He check a 9 on turn, giving pair to Chinese. He bet 500. Japanese fold. 9 and 10 to Chinese. He bet 9 and 10 to Japanese. He bet 800. The Chinese all in with King 5. Japanese fold. Japanese bet 1,200. Chinese fold. Pocket of 7 now to Japanese. Chinese fold. Now Jack 10 to Chinese. Japanese fold. Japanese needed 4 to get straight. Three didn't come. But he bet 400. Chinese fold. He's queen to Japanese. Chinese fold 400. Japanese bet 1,900. Chinese fold. Now A7 of heart to Japanese. He bet 1,200. Chinese all in with ace jack. And he got, oh gosh, a big flush. Ace flush. Now ace king to Chinese. Japanese fold. Now ace 4 to Japanese. He bet Chinese fold. Ace to Japanese. King queen to Chinese. Japanese bet 500. Chinese all in. Oh gosh. Japanese talking the phone. Just call it. Fall. I can't believe he's talking the phone when another guy all in. He have ace. He got ace. 3 of a kind. Okay, so the victory is the Japanese again. Now is another Chinese. I haven't seen him before. With the same Japanese, the previous one. Pocket of king now to Chinese. Japanese A7. He raised to 300. Chinese open bet 800. This is what the Japanese is doing. He cannot stop moving, brushing teeth, and doing other things while he's playing poker. Why? On table 10, 5, 4. Japanese fold. Jack and 2 now to Chinese. King E to Japanese. Ooh, ace queen now to Japanese. He bet 300. On table 7, 8, 2. Call. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this was a great game. 3 and 2 for the Chinese. Pocket of 7 to Japanese. He bet 300 in the Chinese fold. Two and 7. Table open straight for the Japanese. Also straight draw to Chinese. Straight didn't come for both of them. 6 and a jack can give it straight to Japanese, and an 8 can give it straight to Chinese. Queen on the river. Chinese bet, Japanese fold. A pocket of 9 to the Japanese, Chinese king 7. Chinese raise to 480, Japanese. Raise to 2,100, Chinese fold. Now 10 and 7 of heart, Japanese bet. Oh gosh. 3 of a kind to Japanese. He bet 320. Six. So it gives a pair of 6 on the river to Chinese, but it's really bad actually because the Japanese has 3 of a kind. So they didn't bet. Good. Oh, pocket of queen out to Chinese. He bet 480. Japanese call with 3 and 5 of clubs. On table 9 to 6. Chinese bet 660. Oh, 40. And the Japanese folds. Japanese, he can wait for straight if he get a 4. But it's very low possibility, so he folds. So Jack and 5 of diamond to Chinese. Queen Jack of clubs to Japanese, 2 clubs on table. Japanese bet 480, Chinese with the action now. He raised 1,000. And then Japanese call now on the river, another 10. This is going to be interesting. Chinese with the action. Okay, no one of them got full house. And also the Japanese didn't got the flush. So he got straight, no? No. Chinese bad, Japanese fall. Chinese play very well this game. Now queen 10 of diamond to Chinese. On table ace, jack. Queen. Japanese bet. And 3 on the river. Okay, we are paired. Japanese bet 1,200. Chinese with queen 10, pair of queen. Thinking. Thinking. And he called. Hero call, I love it. when the people call. Okay, now the Japanese all in immediately 3,000 with the ace 3, the Chinese fold, of course. And small blind is 100, big blind 200. Now the Chinese with the action. He raised 400, Japanese fold. Now queen 8 of club to the Japanese. He raised 600, Chinese king 5 of hearts. He could call. Let's see what he would do. He called on table king 8, 6, middle pair to the Japanese guy, top pair to Chinese, another 6 come on turn. Very dangerous card. Chinese bet 600. Japanese called. Now, queen on the river, giving 2 pairs to Japanese. But the Chinese is bigger, right? Because Chinese is king, king, 6, 6. Japanese is queen, queen, 8, 8. Got it. Okay, now Chinese is ace, Japanese is ace, king. Japanese fold. Chinese fold, Japanese ace, king suited of spade. Now ace 2 to Chinese, Japanese fold. Now ace 10 to Japanese, ace 10 of suit, Chinese fold. Oh my gosh, seems like they never want to give even one chips to each other. King 5 to Chinese, queen jack to Japanese, Japanese all in, Chinese call. And the Japanese got a 7, got a jack, 3 of a kind of jack. Now the only one, he got 2 jacks. Now ace king to the Chinese, ace king of spade, Japanese fold. Pair of 10. Oh. Pair of 10 to Chinese, pair of, Chinese got 2 pairs. He was pair of 10, he got 5 on turn. Japanese was buying straight and he didn't get it. So this is the end of the challenge with Chinese and Japanese. This time Chinese won.
品 令世人惊鸿。历经556个日夜，提取焕活真萃。小豆蔻迷，焕活自然美肤力。山姜素，抵御肌肤老化，释放非凡功效。豆蔻花化为焕活之力，唤醒基底能量，蔻之初，蔻住每一刻。
肌結果を約束するという企業スローガンのもと、日本のエステティック業界で3000社を超えるサロン様に取り扱いいただいています。創業30周年を機に本社新社屋を竣工、さらなる発展を目指し、一般流通、通信販売、海外展開など幅広いチャンネルに事業を積極拡大。世界中の女性、そしてマーケットから熱い視線が注がれています。100年続く一流企業を目指して、お客様をはじめ関わるすべての人たちに感謝の心を忘れずに、人々を美しく健やかに社会に貢献する企業として、これからも革新と創造を続けてまいります。
这不是自然给人类的恩赐，而是人类献给这片荒漠的史诗。10余年的培养与坚持，唤醒宁夏贺兰山东麓沉睡1000年的戈壁。好葡萄酒是种出来的，正是如此朴实无华的理念，成为了凯士利根植风土的信念。5万亩生态葡萄园，承载着凯士利的初心与探索，成就享誉业界的传奇佳酿。
人间夜月，天上有啊，人间美酒啊，我来造啊。
好葡萄酒，就选凯士利。
玩休闲游戏就上 PK 那，还有惊喜哦！玩休闲游戏就上 PK 那，还有惊喜哦！玩休闲游戏就上 PK 那，还有惊喜哦！
美是一场无尽旅程，古老自然蕴藏生命能量。在离天堂最近的香格里拉，高山豆蔻如圣境隐士，花中极品，令世人惊鸿。历经556个日夜，提取焕活真萃。小豆蔻迷，焕活自然美肤力。山姜素，抵御肌肤老化，释放非凡功效。豆蔻花化为焕活之力，唤醒基底能量，蔻之初，蔻住每一刻。
肌結果を約束するという企業スローガンのもと、日本のエステティック業界で3000社を超えるサロン様に取り扱いいただいています。創業30周年を機に本社新社屋を竣工、さらなる発展を目指し、一般流通、通信販売、海外展開など幅広いチャンネルに事業を積極拡大。世界中の女性、そしてマーケットから熱い視線が注がれています。100年続く一流企業を目指して、お客様をはじめ 関わるすべての人たちに感謝の心を忘れずに、人々を美しく健やかに社会に貢献する企業としてこれからも革新と創造を続けてまいります。
这不是自然给人类的恩赐，而是人类献给这片荒漠的史诗。10余年的培养与坚持，唤醒宁夏贺兰山东麓沉睡千年的戈壁。好葡萄酒是种出来的，正是如此朴实无华的理念，成为了凯士利根植风土的信念。5万亩生态葡萄园，承载着凯士利的初心与探索，成就享誉业界的传奇佳酿。
人间夜月，天上有啊，人间美酒啊，我来造啊。
好葡萄酒就选凯士利。
玩休闲游戏就上 PK 那，还有惊喜哦！玩休闲游戏就上 PK 那，还有惊喜哦！玩休闲游戏就上 PK 那，还有惊喜哦！
美是一场无尽旅程，古老自然蕴藏生命能量。在离天堂最近的香格里拉，高山豆蔻如圣境隐士，花中极品，令世人惊鸿。历经556个日夜，提取焕活真萃，小豆蔻米，焕活自然美肤力，山姜素，抵御肌肤老化，释放非凡功效。豆蔻花化为焕活之力，唤醒基底能量。蔻之初，扣住每一刻。
肌結果を約束するという企業スローガンのもと、日本のエステティック業界で3000社を超えるサロン様に取り扱いいただいています。創業30周年を機に本社新社屋を竣工、さらなる発展を目指し、一般流通、通信販売、海外展開など幅広いチャンネルに事業を積極拡大。世界中の女性、そしてマーケットから熱い視線が注がれています。100年続く一流企業を目指して、お客様をはじめ関わるすべての人たちに感謝の心を忘れずに、人々を美しく健やかに社会に貢献する企業としてこれからも革新と創造を続けてまいります。
这不是自然给人类的恩赐，而是人类献给这片荒漠的史诗。10余年的培养与坚持，唤醒宁夏贺兰山东麓沉睡千年的戈壁。好葡萄酒是种出来的，正是如此朴实无华的理念，成为了凯士利根植风土的信念。5万亩生态葡萄园，承载着凯士利的初心与探索，成就享誉业界的传奇佳酿。
人间夜月，天上有啊，人间美酒啊，我来造啊。
好葡萄酒就选凯士利。
玩休闲游戏就上 PK 那，还有惊喜哦！玩休闲游戏就上 PK 那，还有惊喜哦！玩休闲游戏就上 PK 那，还有惊喜哦！
美是一场无尽旅程，古老自然蕴藏生命能量。在离天堂最近的香格里拉，高山豆蔻如圣境隐士，花中极品，令世人惊鸿。历经556个日夜，提取焕活真萃。小豆蔻明，焕活自然美肤丽。山姜素，抵御肌肤老化，释放非凡功效。豆蔻花化为焕活之力，唤醒基底能量。蔻之初，扣住每一刻。
肌結果を約束するという企業スローガンのもと、日本のエステティック業界で3000社を超えるサロン様に取り扱いいただいています。創業30周年を機に本社新社屋を竣工、さらなる発展を目指し、一般流通、通信販売、海外展開など幅広いチャンネルに事業を積極拡大。世界中の女性、そしてマーケットから熱い視線が注がれています。100年続く一流企業を目指して、お客様をはじめ関わるすべての人たちに感謝の心を忘れずに、人々を美しく健やかに社会に貢献する企業として、これからも革新と創造を続けてまいります。
Hello， 欢迎大家回到我们的直播啊。现在看到的是5张青铜赛。
Here we are. We're back to the MTZ tournament. We have, let me see, let me be familiar. 14, block it. Why is my screen frozen? I think I'm having internet problem. Okay, I'm here. Feels like there's something wrong. Very wrong. Huh? Sorry, I'm back. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like there's something very bad. Okay. Here we are. Small blind 1,200, big blind 2,400, 380, 13 players of 20, 3 tables. You see, 4 people in this table. Chip leader is around 70,000. I saw a player with King Queen of heart, and another one with Ace King of clubs on table 2 clubs 6, 8, 5. Oh, and he all in. Why King Queen call in? I didn't get it. Pocket of 8 now to seat number 6. Seat number 1 bet 7,500. Small blind pocket of 2. He raised to 15,000. Oh gosh. Seat number 6 big blind all in 23,000. Seat number 1 all in. And seat number 2 all in. Everybody all in. Oh gosh. So ace didn't come and 2 didn't come. Pocket of 8 is the winner in this big game. Unbelievable. Big game. Now we have only 3 players. I will refer them as a small blind, big blind dealer. We still have 3 tables. It means that we have 3 people in each table. Could be 2 tables better. Okay, so now we have small blind with 6 and 8, big blind with ace 8. On table 6, 3, 3, king. Small blind 2 pairs, big blind pair of 3. Small blind check, big blind check on the river. Jack. Small blind check, big blind check, nobody wanted that. They're playing very conservative, very tight. Okay, so in this game, small blind, big blind, and dealer. Oh, no, big blind seems like he fold. Small blind now in the flush draw with a jack 9. Ace 3. Can come on turn. He still needs a fade. Check. Dealer. Check. And the river ace. So the flush didn't come. Somehow they block each other because they both has a 9. So in the end, bigger kicker, ace 9. King 9, sorry, he won this game. A small blind 9 and 8 of spade, big blind 5 and 7. He got a pair. Two came, two spade, a small blind bet, big blind fold. Dealer call 3,300, small blind call 2,300. On table 2 jack. Pair of jack to big blind, they check. On table king, oh, 2 pairs to the big blind. You bet 3,300, dealer fold, small blind fold. Now, small blind bet 15,000, big blind call. On table 227. Small blind bet, big blind fold. 2 and 7. Dealer ace 4 of spade. Call 3,300. Small blind call 3,300. 10 and king. Dealer. Now small blind bet 3,300. Big blind call. Dealer fold. Oh God, set to. This is gonna be bad. Okay, so the small blind all in. And big blind with 9-9, 3 of a kind. He won the spot. Okay, now we are going to put the tables together. 8 people in this table, no? 8 people? No, we are 8 people in the total. We are waiting to start. Oh, these 2 people are waiting for the next table finish the game so they can join them, play together. Now, 5 people in this table. No, suddenly 7 people. When people quit this table to go to the other table, right? Okay, 4 people in this table. We have 2 and 7 and 8 and 7. Two and 7 bet, incredible. He's the biggest probability of winner. He bet 3,400. Small blind is sinking. Fold. Wait, 6 to both player. Let's see. Dealer A6 of club, he called 4,400. Now it's a call because the big blind is 4,000. And the small blind fold, big blind also check. Both of them with a pair of 6. 4 now. On table all spade. And 5 on the river. I don't think they're going to get anything this game. Small blind, big blind bet, and the Number 1 fold, dealer. Very nice play. Top pair to big blind now, pair of jack. He bet 4,800. Small blind call. He got a 7. He can wait for a very secretly straight. Okay, he bluffed a little bit. He bet 6,400. Let's see if the big blind will call. Oh, he called. Nice catch. I like when people catch bluff. Sorry, I'm bad. Why he kept calling? And another 8 on the river. He all-in. And he called. Oh gosh, you shouldn't all-in. It's not a good time to bluff, darling. So the dealer, the seat number 4, he bluffed and he get a very bad catch from the seat number 1. Now we are 6 player, final table. We are waiting for the last table to finish the game and sit together. Wow, how fast. Drink a little bit coffee. Final table. The small blind raise to raise, the big blind fold. Dealer call 4,400, 10 and 6 of spade. Small blind check call, big blind check. Small blind now got a top pair. He bet 14,000. Small blind, big blind fold. Dealer raise 28,000. Ooh, small blind raise to 65,000. And he all-in. Why he got? Oh, because he's 10-9. Okay, very bad for the dealer that he lose a big, huge pot. Fold, fold. Fold. Dealer bet. Call 5,500. Small blind 4, big blind raise to 10,000. Oh, he got straight since the flop. Oh gosh. The dealer got straight. Small blind with a pocket of 5. Check. Check. Another 10 came. So he bet 8,800. Dealer bet. Fold. I think you want to avoid some. To get straight or to get a flush or full house. Fold, fold, fold. Seat number 5, call. Here's the dealer. We call 5,500 with King, Jack of diamond. Small blind, big blind also in this game. Small blind got a pair of 3. He bet 6,000. The dealer raised to 24,000. Big blind fold. Call. Seat number 4, ace 8. Not a good time to all in. Seriously, there's too many good cards in this game. Fold. Seat number 5, call 5,500 with Jack 10 offsuit. Seat number 6, the dealer also call with ace 9. Pocket of 4 also call. Seat number 1. But the big blind, seat number 2, ace jack suited of club, he raised to 15,000. Seat number 5, call. Seat number 6 with the action. Called. Seat number 1. Yeah, he could call because he's a pocket pair. Pocket pair is more safe. Call. On table 7, 2, king. Nothing for both of them. Small blind check. Big blind bet 53,000. Fold. Fold. Again, ace 8 to seat number 4. Let's see if he all in this time. He all in 5,000. Seat number 5, king 10, he call. Seat number 6, 8, and 7. He fold. Seat number 1 fold. Seat number 2, small blind. Took ace 9 of heart. He raised to 10,000. Seat, oh my God. He all in. Seat number 3, big blind, he all in. He didn't all in, but he bet 50,000, right? 50,000. He faced king. Okay, this is a big trap because both of them, all of them got ace. Oh gosh, ace king. Nobody got 2 pairs. So seat number 4 is out. Seat number 2 is short chips now. Because all of them was ace. I think any other card was a small pair, a small card would be better in this game. Now big blind 6,000, ante 500. Big blind 8 and 3 of spade. Check. Seat number 1 with 8 and queen of heart. He got a queen on turn, but not straight, a flush draw. The seat number 5, but he didn't got flush on the river ace. So big blind, the seat number 1 bet with a pair of queen. Seat number 5 fold. Seat number 2 bet 12,000. Dealer call 12,000 with pocket of 5. Small blind, big blind fold. Table 10, 10, 7, jack. Oh gosh. Before pushing to all-in and he got set on the river. 5-5 set. So seat number 2. Ace-2 is not a good card to all-in. I'm sorry. Don't all-in with ace something. Both guys in this table. 2 people lose. Next time you all-in with a pair. Pair is more safe. Here now. Oh, seems like everybody's in this game. I'm touched by this game. Even 2 and 7, there is space for everyone. Okay, now dealer ace-5 of diamond probably will call. He raised 12,000 to big blind. Big blind with a pocket of 2, he got set. Interesting. Oh, he checked. The dealer bet 9,000. 9,000. 666. And he called. Small blind check again. 5 came on the river. Now it's time to the dealer back bluff. Oh, they both check. Nice play. We didn't bluff. You escape from a big sink because he's the chip leader, so it's very hard to fight with him. I mean, fight like in the game. Small blind fold, big blind fold. Small blind, big blind in this game. On the flop, Jack 7, 9, 2 spade. Oh, and ace of heart came, 2 hearts, 2 spade. The small blind has 2 hearts. He's buying flush, 2 check. Big blind with 2 and 8. Flush didn't come. Nothing come for both of them. Small blind check. Big blind could bluff a little bit. Little bit. He bet 7,000 and he fold. Just to rob the pot. Force it. Now, can't believe that he bluffed and he got the pot. With king and 3. Okay, king and 3 is not that bad card, but not that good too. Oh, pocket of queen now to seat number 1. Let's see how it goes. Like seat number 1, bet all-in. He doesn't care. Just go for all-in. Let's see if seat number 6 will call. He fold ace 8. Nice fold. So it seems like everybody has 5 in this game. There's 5 for everybody. Don't worry. More blind. He keeps robbing the pot. Okay, ace king now to seat number 6. Number 1. Fold. The dealer fold. Small blind. Fold. Sorry, seat number 6. There is no game for you with your ace king. Not this time. Poker f2 again for the chip leader. Chip leader, let me see. Chip leader is around the 31,000. Oh, 310,000. And short chips around 20,000. But it doesn't mean anything because it can change all the time. Your lean. Poker f2 fold. Ace queen now to seat number 1. He raised. Small blind, big blind fold. Or bigger blind, he's getting short chips. There's a little bit more than one big blind, I guess. Not now. Oh, he all in with the dealer and he lost. The dealer got a pair. Such a bad time. I'm so sorry for you. Now we only have 3 players left. Small blind, big blind, and dealer. Seat number 1, seat number 3, and seat number 6. Let's see who will be the champion tonight. Now small blind 4,000, big blind 8,000. Oh, and he all in with A7 offsuit. And oh gosh, the chip leader called with 8 and 3 of heart, and he got straight. Is it? Oh, unbelievable! He's so lucky. And now we have 2 players, dealer and big blind. Good luck, but guys. Good luck for both of you. The seat number 1. Oh, he got a pocket of king. Oh gosh. Okay, so dealer bet with ace 4. He can call. He bet 30,000 is a lot. He bet 40,000 and he only had. This is gonna be interesting. He got full house. He got king, full house. Oh my god. Okay, now it's equal. Both of them the same amount of card. Now it's going to be very interesting. Ace 4 of diamond to the dealer. 6 and 8 of club to the dealer, sorry. Ace 4 to the big blind. That's going to be very interesting. I want to eat some chocolate. I'm exciting. This game is really great. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, smell weird. So dealer bet. Oh, now the big blind is 1,100. So they both call 1,100. Small blind got a pair. He's buying straight. Let's see how it went up. Oh, he got a jack. Hmm. 3 and 2, 4 and 8. No, good card. Now it's 8. Ace 8 of club, he bet 31,000. Big blind fold. And queen. And queen 4. So dealer raised 20,000 with ace 2 offsuit. Small blind. The big blind with pocket of 4. Now he bet 20,000. Dealer fold. Hmm, 2 and 7. What a good card. On table, king, 10, ace. And 2 on turn. Both of them with a pair. And queen. 2 pairs to the dealer. He bet 14,000. Dealer fold. The big blind fold. And I have 4 and 2 of diamond. Sorry. 4 and 2 of club to the dealer. 6 and 5. He just got straight. Oh no, the only. Huh? Oh, he got flush. Oh gosh, my heart. Straight against the flush. It's a very funny decision. Okay. Dealer ace 2. Dealer ace 2. 26,000. Big blind fold. Why is chocolate like this? Don't know. Now a7 to dealer raised to 38,000 with they all in. Oh gosh. King 9 all in with a7 and king 9 got the best. So it means that the dealer now seat number 3 still in the game. Dealer raised to 26,000. Big blind fold. Both of them with nothing. Pocket of 4 now to seat number 1 to the dealer. He raised to 38,000. Blindfold. 2. Now it's ace-5 and king-queen. Let's see if they all link to the. They go for a link. Ace-5 of heart all link. King-queen offsuit. Call. And he got king and queen. So seat number 1 is the champion. Seat number 3 is the second place. This is the result for today. Congratulations for the champion. Thank you. Oh, this is another game. What's going on here? Let me see. Oh, there's, okay, so we already come to the next game too quickly. This one is, I don't know which kind of tournament is this, but it's another one. We have a table, we have 2 tables with 11 people. Small blind 1,500, big blind 3,380. Seat number 1 all in with ace-7, oh, ace-3 of diamond. Small blind fold, big blind call, big blind with queen. Small blind got, seat number 1 got flush. Okay, ace flush. So seat number 4 is out. Pocket of 7 now to big blind. Four, big blind. Oh, pocket of queen now to seat number. Oh, this game is going to be interesting. He bet 28,000. And seat number 5 all in with ace king. He got ace. Small blind called 4,400. Blind raise. Very nice raise with a 3 and 5 of heart. Make 4 and 7 better card fold. A little better. A little bit better. Ace queen to seat number 5. Ace queen offsuit. He raised to 24,000. Oh, 12,000, sorry. 12,000. Oh, it's 3 big blind. Now big blind is 4,000. Okay, small blind all in with he all in 12,000 with ace 4 and 5 of diamonds. The seat number 5 call. Seat number 6 raise. Okay. I feel a little bit weird because 4 and 5 win. Amazing. Now 2 and 7 call, 5,500. Small blind all in, ace 8. And 2 and 7 call. What a bad call. Okay, he got a pair. But I'll have to call. You are 2 and 7. There's no reason to call in. Again, all in. Now with ace 7 of heart, blind fold. Ace 3, seat number 3 call, 5,500 with ace 3 of spade, ace 5 of diamond. Everybody call 100. Ooh, this is number 2 really got straight. Unbelievable. Now ace queen and ace king. Ooh, this is gonna be ace queen and king queen. King queen raised to 15,000. Ace queen call. And king 10 call. King 10, there's nothing to do here. Check, check, check. On turn 7. Nothing for all of them. Actually, they block each other. There's no king. Maybe ace can come. Queen can come. Maybe 10. Okay, ace queen raised to 20,000. Everybody fall. Of course. Someone had to do this. Someone had to bet. No. Ace 4 offsuit. This is number 5. Yolling, 21,000. Small blind, 9 and 10 of spade. Fold. Big blind fold. Seat number 2 all in, 16,000. Small blind call all in. Oh gosh, you got full house. Seat number 2 got full house. Oh gosh. Now Ace Jack calling. Ace Jack calling 25,000 and pocket of 5 call. Oh gosh, Ace Jack is out. Sorry, seat number 5. Those for pocket of 5. Pocket pair always works. He was not even cheap, short chips. Now 7 players left. Very soon we have a final table. So now we have 2 people in this game: small blind, big blind, and dealer. Dealer with ace 8. Bubble time. Nobody wanted to lose. Everybody play very tight. But the blind is getting high. You need to do something. This is the game. So I have king 6. He bet 6,000. Oh gosh, he really got it. Small blind who fold. He was the nuts. He was king flush, but he fold. Sorry. I think now we are going to be the final table, right? Because there's only 6 players left. The small blind now is 4,000. Big blind is 8,000. Ante 1,000. Together 9,000 each game. We need to join the game. Here's our final table. FT. Too slow. And then, where's the game? Okay, now we went to final table. 5 people. 5 people left. 1 people already out. The seat number 1. Okay, so ace jack to small blind, big blind, king 5 of spade. Oh, they go for all in. So queen 9 go for all in, and king 5. And ace jack. Oh gosh, ace jack between 2 people. So seed number 3, he eliminates 2 people. Now we have only 3 people left: small blind, big blind, and the dealer. Small blind, jack and 7. Dealer fold, small blind, jack and 7 offsuit. Oh gosh, they all go for all in. These guys, calm down. Okay, so seed number 2 is also out. Now we only have, seed number 1 also lose? Okay, so seed number 6 and seed number 2 lose together. Oh my god, they lose so fast, so quickly. So the champion, this is the seed number 3. Congratulations. That was a nice and quickly game.